Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Daria if you're new here, and today's practice is called Open and Free. So this class is all about opening and freeing the full body. We're going to be flowing a bit more today. It's a little bit of a faster paced practice, but you'll still have time to kind of sink into the poses and get into some openings. And you just need yourself and some place to move. Whenever you're ready, let's go ahead and get into it. We'll get started from a kneeling position. So just make your way here, sitting the hips all the way back to the heels, and then let your palms face up toward the sky on your thighs. Feel your shoulders melting away from your ears. Stretch up through the sides of your neck and lift the crown of your head to the sky. Let your eyelids fall closed. Just take a couple of moments here in complete stillness. Notice what arises for you when you allow yourself just to have a little bit of space, a moment to become conscious of what's moving through your physical body, and a moment to drop any distractions from your mental space, just letting yourself arrive here. Create a gentle pressing of your toenails into the earth. And then from the toes, lift all the way up through your spine and see if you can sit just a little bit taller. Hug the bottom tips of your shoulder blades together behind you and open up into your chest. Begin to feel the movement of your breath. Unconsciously deepen your breath. So every inhalation lasts a little longer than the one before it. And try to spread every exhale breath thoroughly through your system. Just like you're painting through all your sensations, through all your muscles and all your bones with this sweet prana, life force. We'll stay here just for one more round. So full inhale breath, full exhale breath. Blink your eyes open, interlace your fingers, and with your next inhalation, create an arching of your back. So stick your hips back in space, squeeze through your waist, draw your arms up beside your ears, pull your shoulders down, and then puff your heart to the sky. Breathe in here. When you breathe out, press your palms forward, close your ribs, and hug your belly button back toward your spine, getting rounded as you lean back in your seat. Again, inhale, coming into the arched position, hips back, heart forward, eyes looking up. Exhale, hollow into the core, round the spine, and press your hands forward. One more like this. Breathing in, lift up, arch your back a little. Breathe out, round and curl through the spine, and really try to press every drop of air out of your body. Inhale, just reach up with a neutral spine. Bring your palms to touch overhead. And exhale, palms down through heart center. Place them to the earth and walk your knees back in space, coming into tabletop position. Tuck your toes behind you. With your next inhale breath, curl the sitting bones to the sky. Drag your heart forward and turn your eyes up, coming into cow. As you breathe out, keep these curves in your spine. Send your hips back towards your heels, but keep looking forward with your heart and your eyes toward the top of the mat. Active child's pose. Breathe in, round your spine. Sitting bones reach down toward the backs of the knees. Ribs are closed and chin is tucked toward the chest. And then again, exhale and glide your hips back towards your heels, reaching your heart forward, coming back into that active child's pose. Dig into your finger pads. Use your inhalation to wave forward. Spread the breath through your spine, finding some opening there. Exhale, hips back, heart forward. Just dynamically moving back and forth between these two poses. Inhale, coming forward onto hands and knees. And exhale, belly button to spine as you drag your hips back, heart forward. One more time. Breathe in, round forward onto hands and knees. And this time as you breathe out, lift your knees and send your hips all the way skyward, coming into downward facing dog. Dig into all of your anchor points. Root firmly into your fingers and your toes. And then as you arrive here, you're welcome to wiggle around a little bit or just be still. Feel for what you need. Send a couple of breaths up and down the length of your spine. Plug your shoulders down your back, away from your ears, but then spread them really broad. Take a breath in. And stay for your breath out. One more. Inhale, lengthen the crown of your head a little forward toward your thumbs. With your exhale, see if you can drive your heels down toward the earth, even if they don't touch all the way down. Good. Breathe in, lift your heels round your spine and come forward into a high plank position. When you breathe out, bend your elbows, lower halfway chaturanga. Go slow for 3, for 2, maybe on the knees if it helps you, for 1. Then press your pelvis to the earth, untuck your toes, root your toenails, lift up through your heart, coming into a higher cobra position. Feel the low belly rising toward the sternum. Hug your shoulder blades together behind you. Take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, sink down a little bit with your heart and then roll onto your outer right hip. Drag your left fingertips in front of you and then settle into the right shoulder, letting it slide toward your ear. And as you do this, feel that your right ribs and right side body have more space to open and expand. Full breath in. Stay for your breath out. With your inhale, look forward. Place your left palm down, roll through the center, staying low and coming up into high cobra, rooting the toenails, lifting the heart. Next, exhale, drive your heart a little bit down, bending the elbows, then roll to your outer left hip. Walk your right fingertips in front of your torso and settle into the side body stretch on the left side. Take a full breath in here and a full breath out. Place your right palm down, roll yourself back to the center. Breathe in into cobra, lifting through the heart. As you breathe out, tuck your toes, press through hands and knees. Then kick your heels in a little towards your sit bones. Spin your shins so they're aligned with the top part of your mat. So they're like kick-standing back behind you. Dig down into your right fingertips and breathe into cactus your left elbow. So we're in a kneeling side plank position. Now you're welcome to stay here, or maybe play with lifting your left shin. Just start with it parallel-ish to the ground. Then see if you can drive your left knee a little bit more like towards your armpit and revolve so that your foot faces toward the side of the mat. Stay here. Or maybe play with extending your leg all the way up toward the sky. You can reach your arm up and look up. Take a full breath in. As you breathe out, bending the knee, place the left shin on top of the right one and just roll yourself back down into a tabletop position with the heels in toward the sit bones. Roll so that you're stacking now right knee on top of left one, shins to the left. Claw into your left fingertips. Breathe in and open up into your kneeling side plank here, squeezing into the left side body. Stay or begin to float your right shin parallel to the earth. Then begin to find a little external rotation. So pivoting your right foot forward, right knee hugging up towards your armpit. Press into the earth and play with stretching your legs straight or straight-ish. Maybe arms straight, look up. Breathing in. Beautiful. Breathing out, bend your knee, replace it on top of the left one, and roll back down into tabletop position. Tuck your toes, breathe in. When you breathe out, drive your hips all the way up and back into downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale. Going through this again, flowing more with breath and movement now. Inhale, lift your heels, round your spine, come forward, high plank. Exhale, chaturanga, slow from toes or knees for 3, for 2, for 1. Untuck your toes, lift through your low belly, either into up dog or stay with cobra. So in up dog, the thighs are hovering, full breath in. As you breathe out, lower down a little, roll onto your outer right hip, left fingertips drag in front of your body. 1 breath here in the side body stretch. Inhale. Exhale, slide your right shoulder up toward your ear. Open your ribs. Roll back through the center, either into cobra or up dog, breathing in. As you breathe out, come onto the outer left hip, right fingertips in front of you. Inhale here. Exhale to sink low. Breathing in, roll to the center, come into cobra or up dog, lift through your heart. As you breathe out, come through tabletop, use your core, bring your knees together and spin both shins to the right side of the mat. Press into your right fingertips, inhale, cactus up through your left elbow. With your exhale breath, maybe float your knee, pivot so your foot points forward, and then extend your legs straight if you'd like. Full breath in, press the hips away from the earth. As you breathe out, place your left knee back down on top of the right one, roll through the center. Tabletop, kick your heels in and spin the shins to the left. Press into your left palm. With your inhale breath, right arm rises up to a cactus position. Stay, or as you exhale, find the float of the leg. Bent knee or straight. One more inhale breath. And exhale. Right knee stacks on top of the left one. Revolve through tabletop back to the center. Tuck your toes. Send your hips to the sky. Down dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. Let's make some waves through the spine. Inhale, lift your heels, rounding all the way forward into high plank. When you breathe out, micro bend elbows and knees. Curl your sitting bones to the sky. Reach your heart and your eyes toward your thumbs and come back into down dog. Again, inhale, rising up. Come forward, close your ribs, press the ground away from you. Exhale, ripple back through your full spine into down dog. Breathe in, lift your heels, rounding all the way forward, high plank. And breathe out, ride your breath into downward facing dog. Now look forward to your thumbs as you inhale. As you exhale, travel to a fold at the top of your mat. Separate your feet hips distance apart. Bow down into a ragdoll fold. And then you can pick any arm variation you like or just hang, maybe sway. The more you bend your knees, the more you can really drape through your spine. So try to feel for that. Feeling that the head is fully relaxed and the back of the neck, even the scalp is like softening, dropping. Just stay one more round of breath wherever you are. Using this last exhale here to fold in a little more, compressing through your core to do so. And then release the grip of the hands if you took it. Next inhale breath, halfway lift, straightening out through your spine, crown of head going forward, tailbone is going back. As you breathe out, just bow again into your fold. Next breath in, bend your knees, sink your hips low and back, and then wave up through your spine to come into a chair pose. With your exhale breath, keep sliding your pelvis back in space, soften your shoulders away from your ears, but lift your heart. We're going to wave here. So inhale, stick your butt back, stay low in your chair, cinch in through your waist, squeeze your shoulder blades together behind you as you cactus your elbows and lift your heart. Then with your exhale breath, it's like your sternum is being pulled back toward your spine. Same thing with the belly button, rounding through the spine as you reach your fingertips forward. Again, inhale, little arching, like ripple through the spine in your chair, sinking the hips back, lifting through the heart. Exhale, rounding in. Tuck your chin, tuck your sternum, close your ribs, belly button back toward the spine. Inhale to arch one more time. Exhale, pull it all together, rounding in, pressing the breath out through your back body. Inhale, press straight down, rise up to standing on both feet, legs straight, arms up, look up. Exhale, big dive down into Uttanasana, forward fold, drop your head at the bottom. Breathe in and halfway lift. As you breathe out, pick up your left foot, step it to the back of your space, sink your left knee to the earth. Inhale, just a traction back through your fingertips, pull your heart forward. When you exhale, lift your back knee, walk your left foot in a little closer to the right one, angle your toes out and sink your left heel down into pyramid fold. Take a breath in, wave through your spine as you stretch your right hip a little bit back and your left hip a bit forward. Then as you exhale, heart is like a light. Try to shine it toward the top of your mat, over your right big toe. One more breath in, and one more breath out. Next inhale breath. Lift your back heel really high, turning your toes to point forward. As you breathe out, press straight down into your palms. See if you can pick up your right foot. Glide through down dog and up and back into three-legged down dog with the right leg lifted. Take an inhalation with the hips square, and then an exhalation to stack your hips. Right one over the left. Kick your heel in toward your sit bone and just see how far you can reach your right toes toward the left side of your mat. One more breath in here. Now, as you breathe out, pick up your left heel, squaring the hips. Thread your right knee to your left tricep. See if you can bring them to touch. Good, and then just back off a little bit. Flex your right ankle, hook it outside of your left thigh. Spin your left heel down so the pinky side of your foot is aligned with the back of your mat. Press into your right fingertips and begin to cactus your left elbow to the sky. Figure 4 side plank. Take a breath in here. And as you breathe out, maybe driving your left leg more towards straight, you can circle your left fingertips forward over your ear. Take a breath in. Breathing out, pivot so that your left hand plants to the mat. Keep your legs threaded as they are. Lift your left heel and then revolve to the other side. So now the inner edge of your left foot is aligned with the back of the mat. Dig into your left fingertips and open up into a figure 4 side plank on the left now. Right arm is lifted. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, stretch. Right fingertips all the way forward over your ear. Okay, so from here, plant into your left palm. See if you can pick up your right foot and step it off the mat behind you. And then sink into your knees, so bend them deeply. We're gonna bring the right hand all the way down, around, and back. Fingertips pointing away from you. Keep your right heel lifted, breathe in. Then as you breathe out, bridge your hips to the sky. Squeeze your left knee into your chest and then extend up through your toes if you'd like. Maybe dropping the head back into this little reverse tabletop position. Take a breath in. And as you breathe out, keep your head back if it is. Sink your pelvis first to the earth. Sit bones down. Then lift your spine. Press your left heel to the mat. And let your head stack last on the top. So from here, hug your right shin in really close to you, but keep a bit of space between the inner arch of your right foot and your left inner thigh. Left fingertips step down beside you. Breathe in, reach up through your right side body. As you breathe out, reach forward like you're trying to catch your left big toe. Then you might just stay here reaching. Maybe hook your right elbow in front of your shin and step your fingertips wide. Then digging into the fingertips, breathing in to send your heart towards your left toes. Every exhale breath, seeing if you can fold in just a bit deeper. One more option for the last couple breaths if you'd like. Spin your palms to face back. Circle them to the base of your right hip and try to interlace them there. Then you can really hug your inner left thigh towards your outer right ribs. Still squeezing the shoulder blades together. Keeping length in the spine every inhale, every exhale folding forward. One more breath. Begin to slowly rise back up to neutralize your spine. Unwind if you were all tangled up. Step your left palm to the back of the mat. Your arm is going to rotate externally, so the shoulder blade can kind of tuck under the back of your heart. Take a breath in, rooting into your right big toe. Then as you breathe out, roll forward so you can press into your left big toe and rise up into either a wild thing or more of like a side body stretch. Just take whatever feels good in your body. Create some energy engagement between your inner thighs. Lift through your pelvic floor. Feel the support of the earth. Full breath in. Now, as you breathe out, pivot to stack right side body onto the left side and make your way back into downward facing dog using your core as you go. With your next inhale breath, stretch your left leg high into three-legged down dog. As you breathe out, lift your right heel, step left foot forward to left thumb. Plant into your right palm. As you inhale, turn your left fingertips up to the sky, coming into a revolved lunge. As you breathe out, either stay here if you'd like, or you can sink your back knee and take it into a quad stretch, catching for your right foot with your left hand. If you're taking the quad stretch, keep the heart opening, keep the lifting of the sternum toward the sky. And then also feel that the right thigh can kind of relax. The more you stay, the more you breathe along the grain of the muscle and soften into it. Wherever you are, one more breath in. And a breath out. If you're in the quad stretch, unwind, tuck your back toes. Everybody circle your fingertips forward and wide on your mat. Breathe in to prepare. Breathe out, press down, launch right away up into standing splits. Bowing your heart forward over your left thigh, launching your right leg up to the sky, feeling the hamstring stretch on the left side, and then the energetic activation of your right leg. Lifting a little bit higher, just take one more breath in. As you breathe out, bend your right knee, look forward, step right foot down beside the left one, and fold. Take an inhalation, halfway lift through your spine. Breathe out, bow down, folding in. Next inhale breath, bend your knees, sink deeply back into chair, stretch your fingertips to the sky. With your exhalation, soften into the shoulders, soften into the hips. Now inhale to arch through your back, tailbone back, heart up, eyes up. Exhale, waving through the spine, rounding in. Again, inhale into the arched back chair. Exhale into your rounded chair. One more, inhale. And exhale. Breathe in, press down, rise all the way up to standing. Look up to your thumbs. Breathe out, long spine, strong core, dive down, forward fold. Take a breath in, halfway lift. When you breathe out, pick up your right foot, step it all the way to the back of your space, sinking the right knee down to the earth. Drag back on your fingertips as you pull forward through your heart and breathe in. Then breathe out, fingertips down, lift your back knee. Walk your right foot in, angle your toes out, and sink your heel. Pyramid fold. Breathing in to grow long through the spine. Breathing out to release into the back line of the left leg as you bow over your thigh. Inhale. And exhale. Stay. One more breath in, and for this inhale, halfway lift and lift your back heel really high off of the earth. When you breathe out, place your palms down, pick up your left foot, glide all the way through down dog and back into three-legged down dog. Taking a breath in as you stretch your left leg high. Then exhale to stack left hip on top of the right one, kick your heel in tight toward your body, and stretch your toes toward the right side of your mat. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath in, square the hips, stretch your left toes high. As you exhale, lift your right heel, thread your left knee to your right tricep. See if you can bring them to tap together, touch, then back off a little bit. Hook your left ankle outside of your right thigh and pivot into a figure four side plank. Knife edge of the back foot aligned with your back of your mat. Claw into your left fingertips, cactus up through your right elbow. Take a breath in. Breathe out, press into the earth, maybe driving the right leg more towards straight. Right fingertips circle forward over your ear. Breathing in. And then breathing out. Keep the legs threaded. Place your right palm. Pick up your left heel. Pivot on your toes. And then turn so that the inner edge of your right foot is aligned with the back of the mat. Claw into your right fingertips, starting to open up into figure four side plank here. Taking a breath in. And a breath out. Good. Now, we're revolving all the way around. So left toes can step back behind you, come onto the ball of the foot, and then bring your left hand down behind you. So you're now facing the original back of the mat. Squeeze your shoulder blades together, breathe in. As you breathe out, lift your hips, hug your right knee towards your chest, maybe reaching your leg all the way up toward the sky, towards straight, maybe dropping your head back. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now, if the head's back, keep it back as you softly lower your pelvis to the earth. Then lift your head. Right leg stretches straight forward and the heel anchors. Flex your toes. Feel for both of your sit bones to be nice and rooted. And then hug your left knee in tight towards your chest. Right fingertips step out beside you. Breathe in and lengthen through your left arm, left side. When you breathe out, reach forward like you're gonna grab your right big toe. Stay here. Or hook your left upper arm forward of your shin. Fingertips go wide. And then every inhale breath elongates. Every exhale breath folding in a bit more. Staying here or finding the bind, circling the fingers around and back to interlace on top of the left hip. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Stretch through your heart. Keep sinking into your sit bones. Almost feel like you're sticking your butt back as the heart reaches forward. One more breath in and a breath out. Begin to press down, unwind, coming back up. Right palm goes back behind you. Pivot so that your bicep wraps forward and your tricep wraps back. You're squeezing the shoulder blade to the back of the heart, then root into your feet. And as you breathe in, press down, rise up into either wild thing or like a side body opening stretch of some kind. Feel the support of the earth beneath you. Just air everything out. Really open, really free. One more breath in. And as you breathe out, start to stack left side body on top of the right. Gather through your core and revolve back into downward facing dog, hips to the sky. Breathe in to stretch your right leg high, three-legged down dog. Right away, breathe out, lift your left heel hollow into your core as you really softly, deliberately step right foot to right thumb. Press into your left palm, breathe in, and turn your right fingertips to the sky, coming into revolved lunge. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, stay here, or sink your back knee. Kick your left heel in toward your body, and then circle around and back with your right arm, seeing if you can catch the foot. You can catch from the outside or the inside, just find what's available for you. Feel a lifting of the low belly, a lengthening of the spine, and a spiraling of the heart toward the sky wherever you are. One more breath in and a breath out. Unwind, face the top of the mat. Tuck your back toes and lift your knee if it's not. Walk your fingertips forward, breathe in. As you breathe out, press straight down, launching up with the left foot as your right big toe digs down. Dive into your standing splits. Crown of the head reaching toward the earth. Hands back to frame your foot. And it's like you're trying to touch your nose to your shin, and maybe you do. Simultaneously stretching and creating activation and strength and heat into the back of the legs. Full breath in. Full breath out. One more inhale, grow a little taller and plant down a little more firmly. Then when you breathe out, bend your left knee, just step left foot beside the right and fold forward. Hang here, drape everything down. If you want to move around a bit, feel free, or you can just be still and drop everything. Next breath in, halfway lift. As you breathe out, pivot on your feet, turn your toes out, sink your hips down between your heels and come into Malasana. Draw your palms to prayer at heart center. Reach your heart in the direction of your thumbs, but melt through the creases of your hips simultaneously. Full breath in. Breathing out, sink your hips all the way to the earth. Place your feet forward, reach your arms up, breathe in. Breathe out slowly, roll all the way down to lying on your back. Take your arms wide to the sides. Walk your feet in towards you. Press down, lift your pelvis just an inch or so. Slide it to the left, and then re-anchor it. Hug your knees toward your chest, and then let them fall toward the right side of your mat, landing in an easy twist. You could turn your eyes over your left fingertips if you'd like. Soften or close them. And see how much you can be supported by the earth and relinquish the control of your muscles and your bones to that support. Roll yourself back through the center, press your feet down, lift your hips a little, slide them to the right, and then re-anchor through your pelvis. Knees to the chest, and let them fall toward the left. Opening up through your middle back as you turn your eyes toward the right. Get heavy. Come back to a center point and hug both of your knees into your chest. Just make some circles with the knees, going wide and around a couple of times. Reversing as you're ready. And then if there's any final poses that you want to take, you're welcome to pause the video, take a happy baby or a shoulder stand or a plow, anything like that. But when you're ready, hug yourself into a nice tight squeeze, wrapping your forearms around your shins as the knees draw toward the chest. Compress, compress, squeeze. Full breath in. And breathe out. Open up into Savasana. Arms and legs wide. Drop your head. Close your eyes. Just let everything melt away. Your awareness can drift through your body, checking for any remaining gripping or tension. And then feel your body settling like snow melting into the earth. And for the next little while, just resting here, absorbing all the effects of your practice. You're welcome to stay here even longer if you'd like to continue to rest. But when you feel ready to start coming back to life, feel your body filling with some deeper breaths. And let the exhalations wash down the arms, down the legs, finding the fingers and the toes, and then starting to wake them up with some little gentle movements. Take an inhale breath to find a long body stretch, reaching forward through the toes and back through the fingers. Grow so long. And exhale breath creates a lazy little wave, little roll onto your side into fetal pose, melting here. Press down and gradually rise back up into a seated position, Sukhasana or kneeling, wherever you want to be. Just build your spine to be really tall. Have your palms facing the sky. And let yourself notice anything that feels just a little more open or free now compared to when we started. Sometimes this occurs with the physical body openings. Sometimes it's a shift more in the mental or energetic space. So just notice what's going on for you. Draw your palms to prayer at heart center and find one final moment of gratitude here. Just something that resonates for you, whether it's a person you're thankful for, maybe your own body, maybe the practice itself or movements. Whatever it is, take a full breath into that feeling of gratitude. And exhale, let it go. Lift your hearts and bow. Chin to chest, namaste. Thank you so much for sharing this practice with me today. I hope that you are feeling a little more open and free in your full body. If you have questions, thoughts, anything like that, leave them in the comments for me below. I love to hear from you. You can also subscribe to my channel if you're not already, or join as a monthly donation member. Both of these really, really help to support me. Have a great rest of your day or your night, and I'll see you soon in another practice. Bye.